going on, everyone? Scott here. Welcome back to the channel. So, The Bachelor Season 29, Grant Ellis' season, his journey to find love continues this week on episode 2 of The Bachelor. So, we're here to recap it, but first, before you jump in, if you could just hit that like and subscribe button down there. More Bachelor content on the channel. We'll hear with recaps for every single episode of The Bachelor and any other major storylines that come throughout this season of The Bachelor. So, jumping right in, the girls are all moved into the mansion, ready to kick this thing off. Alex got the first impression rose, which means she's going to get the first and only one-on-one date this week. First date is a group date, basketball type date. Bunch of kids come out running in. Two of the kids, Atticus and Journey, I believe their names were, going to be the coaches for the girls, eventually assuming we're going to get to a nice little 5-on-5 game here. The kids help the ladies out, give them some tips. Natalie helps this little girl who got winded, helped her out doing some breathing tricks, helps get her right. Zoe forfeits her shot. They were doing like a little slam dunk competition, brought in a hoop, was doing a little slam dunk competition. Zoe forfeits and steals Grant, takes him up to the roof. Yeah, all the girls are like, what? First date, and here we go, already with some drama. One of the little girls said she should be disqualified for doing that. And if the track records, go, not being disqualified, but she could be out the door soon, causing drama. Episode 2, group date number 1. Reading Grant's body language, though, he seemed pretty uncomfortable, kind of. Maybe he just kind of knew what the vibe was going to be like in the house afterwards. But overall, they have a conversation, come back in, very uncomfortable when they do get back in the gym, though. They are going to be playing 5-on-5. There will be an MVP pick who gets Grant's Letterman jacket at the end. And really, the way the teams worked out, it was really tall girls versus short girls, how it worked out. And some of the ladies were a little confused to start out which way that they were shooting. But they comes out guns blazing, score within the first, 5-10 seconds. First possession, and a little bit of Brick City after that. Lots of traveling, lots of double dribbles, but 8-0 purple lead at half. A lot of lost nails. I'm pretty sure more lost nails than points scored there in the first half, but Zoe and Allie Joe getting a little chippy. Purple turned into the Harlem Globetrotters behind the back, behind the head. Passes, they get an 18-2 win. Chloe gets MVP, getting Grant's Letterman jacket, and gets a kiss in front of the crowd and the ladies. At the after party, Chloe and Grant have a nice chat. Seems like they have good vibes. But back with the ladies, Zoe and Allie Joe are already going at it. The other ladies chime in as well about how they didn't appreciate how Zoe went about stealing Grant there. It's always the, well, you would do that, like we're all here for time, but at the end of the day, wrong place, wrong time. Natalie and Grant have an incredible talk, and Grant had a video from one of the little girls saying how she misses her already, love you. Great start for them. Buy all the Natalie stock right now after these first 2 episodes. They talk about, possibility of having kids. Really good combo, as I said. She's quickly trending up on my list through these 2 episodes. Grant helps Juliana and her broken nails with some hand oil lotion. I don't know what that really was, but Zoe comes in to steal Grant again. Grant asks Zoe if there's an emotional connection here, or wants to know if there is one. Talk a little more. He knows there's a spark with her, but just ready to knock those walls down. The jersey in Allie Joe is ready to come out as she's lost her patience with Zoe. Goes up, steals Grant from Zoe, and they go have a talk, but Zoe's just kind of hanging around, sneaking around, and attempts to steal him back. She does, and I thought Allie Joe was going to knock her clean out of that glass window right there, but the back and forth continues, and it's really just hand on your face, like we have this drama already. First group date, really first date of the season. But we love it. That's why we're here. Who were we kidding? Grant gives the group date rose to Natalie. Continue to trend up here. Now it's time for Alex's one-on-one. She follows the rose petals through the mall. They run around the mall, have fun. Might have broken a bed, jumping on it. Messed around over the speakers. Grant plays the piano and sings. Alex talks about growing up with her grandparents and wanting that shot at creating the life that she wants and the family that she wants in the future. Really good connection to start out here for Alex and Grant. She gets the rose at the end of the date. Next up, the final group date. Mario opens the date singing. I saw some funny comments on Twitter, like, we really just went from an empty mall to Mario singing. The girls are going to write and perform a dance, the song for Grant. They also have the creator of the Pussycat Dolls show up to help the girls with the dance portion. Grant tries to ease everyone in by going first. All the girls kill it. It's a good time overall. Carolina wins the date, their best performance, whatever they were calling it. So Mario performs. They get to a little dance and stuff, and The girls were a little uncomfortable watching her straddle and make out with him on stage, to say the least. Grant feels the awkwardness at the after party. When he comes in, he asks Rebecca, is something up with the group? She shares, support you, whatever you need, but Grant just wants to make sure that everyone feels good, and he's just trying to navigate giving all this attention to multiple women, obviously for the first time. Carolina feels like him having to validate these feelings with everyone kind of takes away from their connection, and it kind of might kind of push her away. Latia wants to have a conversation with Grant about their conversation from night one, about how he said, I bet you don't get told no a lot because you're so beautiful, and she said it was kind of a trigger for her because she talks about her previous relationships, even long-term relationships, how, she was there, she wanted to get married and stuff like that, but they weren't on the same page in those relationships, and Latia appreciates how Grant responded, and they share a really nice conversation. Definitely got the furthest in terms of emotional connection to this point. Carolina talks with Grant and tells him it feels like everything that happened kind of put a damper on the day, but she doesn't want to spend time on that. Grant assures her she didn't do anything wrong and that he doesn't feel like he did anything wrong either, and reassures her everything's okay. And then our girl Latia, winner pick, gets the rose at the end of the group date. So we head to the cocktail party. Beverly has a good conversation with Grant at the cocktail party. Ella wrote him a nice letter, and then Bailey has a conversation with Grant about how she's been struggling here. At the rose ceremony, Ella, Alicia, Rebecca, Vicky all go home. Next week looks like Latia and Carolina possibly get one-on-one dates. And the drama about Serafina telling Zoe, that's the shortest dress I've seen in my life, looks like it is here. And Carolina talking about something Grant said to someone else that she heard through the grapevine. I don't know, but more drama. We're here for it. Still really confident in my final two picks, Latia and Alex. And as I said, buy all of the Natalie stock that you can right now. But anyway, that'll do it for this one. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.